It's not legal and it's not right. Stop the sweep! Stop the sweep! Stop the sweep!
Advocates and people living in the encampment on Vancouver's East Hastings Street voicing their anger about city workers and police officers who were present when the city tried to clear the sidewalk of structures and belongings Wednesday.
Why are you decamping people when it's freezing outside?
They're taking our things, our belongings, our possessions. They're not giving them back.
I used to have a tent here. The next day, I wake up 8 o'clock in the morning, 9 o'clock. I went to buy coffee. I came back. My tent was being moved. And I feel so painful because that's all what I have. All my stuff was thrown away.
The City of Vancouver says around 66 tent structures remain on East Hastings Street. Sources tell City News that number is around half of what it was in the summer when Vancouver Fire and Rescue Services issued a controversial fire order to clear things off the sidewalk.
They were giving us like 1 hour time limits, and it's either get your mobile or lose your kind of thing, right?
City News spoke with Jason Rondeau and his girlfriend last Thursday when some residents were once again expecting staff to get them to move their things. The City of Vancouver has said staff encourage people to move their belongings voluntarily, sometimes enforcing a bylaw that prohibits structures and belongings on the sidewalks.
It's not voluntary. If anything, it's the opposite of that.
In a statement, BC Housing Minister Ravi Kahlon says in part, the province is working with partners at all levels of government, with Indigenous and community leaders, to take a leadership role in seeing a healthier, safer downtown East Side. This ongoing crisis reflects the significant demand for housing in Vancouver and the need to stop the cycle of homelessness. After 2 years of living on Hastings, Rondeau says he's finally secured housing with no help from the city. But he says most of his neighbors haven't been as fortunate.
It's like every 4 days we have to pack up our to a new location. And it's just stressful. I mean, how would anybody like being told, okay, you know what, you got to move to a new house now. 4 days later, you got to move to another house now.
In Vancouver, Keir Junos, City News.